Yo, what is going on, everyone? Soumiscout here, and welcome into episode 6 of the Hardcore series. Today, we have one goal in mind. We have to get villagers. So, what we have to do here is we have to get villagers. I have set up this villager breeder here, but I haven't gotten any of the villagers yet, so let's go up to the village, and we need to kidnap some villagers and make them work for us. Hello, is anyone home? I'm looking for some people who are looking for work. Oh, hello, sir. Are you looking for work? You seem to be looking for work. Well, you want out? You can get out if you want. Alright, that's it. Perfect. No. You stay in. You stay in. We'll come back for you. We'll come back for you. Alright, we got our first volunteer here. Yes, it was totally voluntary. He hopped in the boat on his own, so let's take him back to our place and get him working. Alright, we got the first villager back. Let's go and get one more. I told you I'd be back, and you believe me. To freedom. Would you rather live in that cage, or a nice cage with potatoes for the rest of your life? Huh? That cage? Or the potato cage? Yeah, that's what I thought. The potato cage. Welcome to your new home. The potato farm. Alright, we got both of our new villagers here, so let's go ahead and close up the cell. I mean, it's not a cell. It's a new opportunity for you guys. Okay, I just slept real quick because we needed it to be daytime so they would take jobs. As you see, now they're both farmers. Or what we want to do is give them all of our potatoes. And you might know what's going to happen now. Don't look at me like that. Look at them just trading all their potatoes. Oh. Am I just too close? Do I need to... Look at that. Our farmers! They made a little baby farmer. And just like that, what this is a villager breeder. We're going to use it to get a lot of villagers. These two villagers are farmers. They'll farm up the potatoes, constantly fill up their inventory, and once their inventory is full of potatoes, they'll eventually mate, and then the babies will fall down here because they want to go sleep and play on a bed, but they just fall down here instead. And then they go down there, and let's go over there and I'll show you what's down there. Okay, so down below, the villagers go here, and they'll just sit here in the water until they grow up. Then when we want a villager, we can push this button, it'll send out a minecart, and it'll pick them up, take them out, and put them right here. The plans are to make an iron farm and a villager trading hall. So we had to get this up and running as soon as we could. And now that this is up and running, let's go make the iron farm, and then we're going to have to make the trading hall as well. So I prepared for this project. I got everything I needed together in a chest, and then I got right to work. I followed a guide on YouTube on how to build this, and overall it's really not that hard of an iron farm to make. I've made several iron farms in the past, and honestly, I think this one is probably the easiest one to make. It's pretty straightforward, there's not a lot of complex building to it, and all the redstone that's really in it is just this redstone clock on the bottom here that I just put together. The next part of this is we're putting together the part of the build where the villagers are going to go. You put down beds so then they can try and sleep. You put down composters so they can have a job. And then we need to start putting together where the zombie's going to go. The zombie's really important because for an iron golem to spawn, the villagers have to get frightened by a zombie and either wake up or just be terrified while they're trying to be doing their job, and then that triggers the spawning of the iron golem. So all that we have left for this villager part is just putting some glass around the beds and the composters just to make sure that our villagers don't escape and the farm doesn't break. A couple more pieces and a couple trapdoors. So now that we got the spot for the villagers all put together, the next part was to actually get villagers over to the build. So I went back to our villager breeder that we set up earlier and took one of our villagers. I brought him over and I had already built this railway, so all we had to do was push him up in a minecart and power up the rails and push him up to the top. Once at the top, you just have to break the minecart and drop him in. This last one was kind of stubborn. He didn't want to go in, but eventually we got him in there. So now that we got the villagers in there, we can block off the top and start building the collection system and the spot for where the iron golems are going to spawn. So we build a spot for the hoppers, which is going to collect all of the iron and the poppies. And before we got too far ahead, we had to go and find ourselves a zombie. So luckily this one picked up a dirt block, which means he won't despawn since he's holding that. But just in case, we threw on a zombie name tag just to make sure he doesn't despawn. Next, we're just throwing some fences around the outside of the build to keep all of the iron golems contained in the farm itself. The next part here is we're building a little spot that's actually going to kill the iron golems once they are spawned. So you build this little fence containing thing and then you put water so it pushes everything inside of there towards the lava, and the lava is going to be what kills the iron golems once it comes in contact with that. Here, nice water bucket clutch, but here is the collection system. So that's just building up to the chest, and then we power the redstone clock with the torch, and as you can see, it's up and running. We already have an iron golem up at the top, and boom, just like that, we're getting iron and poppies. Now we're gonna be rich on iron, and we're never gonna have to worry about mining for iron again.
Alright, so I finished up the iron farm here. As you can see, there's a zombie inside that goes up and down within eyesight of the villagers. And then the villagers get scared, and then they spawn an iron golem on top, which goes into the lava. After it burns up into the lava, all the loot comes in here, and you get iron and poppies from this farm. Yeah, you can just see the zombie going up and down here. Just all powered by this redstone clock down here. Up and down, and then it spawns a iron golem every so often. Yep, so now this will just be running whenever we're in the area. The villager breeder will be running in the area. So we'll get a bunch of villagers, we got an iron farm. The next thing to do is set up some villager trading so we can trade for tools, diamond tools, and diamond armor from the villagers as well. Okay, so for villager trading, you can either make villagers and bring them and give them jobs. But a better way to do it is to use zombie villagers. And I know you can turn villagers into zombie villagers and cure them. From the first day that we came down into the mine, we found this guy, and we've had him locked up ever since. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him to the top of the mine, and then we're going to cure him. Now that we got him on the surface here, let's toss him in a boat. Now we can take our splash potion of weakness and throw that down, and then use a golden apple to heal him. So now we're just going to wait here for a little bit until he turns into a villager. There we go. What we're going to want to do is, I just want to take him back to our house for now. Let's just build him a little shelter right here for now. We got lucky, he just went right in there. So I think what we want to do right away is probably get mending. This is what we're going to need to get mending from the villager. A villager, and then if you give him a job, take the job. Now he's a librarian, and he'll give us trades. Now all we got to do is sit here and keep replacing that, and he'll keep taking a job, but eventually we'll get this guy to have mending. Alright, so I've been messing with the trades on this guy for a little bit here, and look what we got. Mending.
You trade with them, it locks in the trades, so we'll trade as much paper as we can with them right away, and then we'll buy our first mending book. Oh, yeah. We got a mending villager. I'm just gonna go grab some more paper and just roll some more trades with them to see what else we can get. Alright, now I have loads more paper, so let's just do as many of these paper trades as we can. Look at that XP we're getting also. Punch 2, Feather Falling 1, Multi-Shot and a Clock. And now he sells name tags. Alright, here's our first trading villager. We're going to get a bunch more of these villagers and set up a trading hall to get everything we need. So the next thing I said we were going to do is get a villager trading hall set up. I've been kind of over by the villager spawner and it's just been running when we've been in the area. We've got a good buildup of villagers. I've already brought in some of them over to the new trading hall we got over there. I built the trading hall on stream, so go follow me on Twitch if you would like to see some random projects like that I'm going to do just on stream. So what we're going to do to get them over there is you toss down a minecart and you just zip it past them, and that will carry him all the way over there. So now we got the villager over at the new trading hall, and the next thing you gotta do is just toss it down again. I got it all lined up to go into the spot where he belongs. So it's just a little trading hall. I got the idea online for this, and it's set up to be a trading hall where we can get better trades just by switching this, dropping them down, and in the future there's going to be a zombie behind them that'll make him into a zombie villager, and then we can heal him for better trades. But for now I'm just working on getting all the villagers in there. I have just about one side completed. That's the last guy right there. So let's get him into his spot. Alright, now we got him in his spot. We just got to fill up the other side, and then we can start working on the trades. So I think all this side I'm just going to do book trades, and then we can fill it up. I got one random guy over here already. But we're going to fill the rest of this up with villagers, and our trading hall will be complete. I got some zombies here in the night. What we got to do is get behind the villagers so we can get the cheaper trades. I also got some name tags. Yes, I know I spelled zombie wrong. I spelled it zombie, but still. Let's get them inside here. Now we got to get them in. Toss down a name tag on them. And sprint past them and wall this off. Just like that. Now let's get this guy in the other side. Alright, let's get this guy in the other side. And block them in. And now we got our zombies in there. So now we got the zombie back there. Let's show you guys how this works. So you flip it down. Then we actually have to get out of eyesight of it because we don't want the zombie to be looking at us. So if we get out of eyesight, the zombie should attack the villager. And since it's on hard difficulty, every time it's going to turn it into a zombie villager like that. So then now we just have to heal him like we did before. We'll toss down the splash potion, and we'll give him a golden apple. Yeah, so now we're just going to do that. We're going to do a bunch of trades, and we'll get all of the stuff that we want. Alright, so now our villager is healed, and now you can, as you can see, our trades are for only 1 emerald now. So we can do that for every single villager in here so we can get the cheapest trades possible. I'm just going to keep rolling this because we want him to have the coal trade, which is perfect, and now that's what we want. So let's lock him in, and I'm just going to level him up until we get to the trades that I want. Level 2, now he's selling chainmail, so we'll buy some chainmail, I guess. Level 3, and there's the trade we wanted. We can now trade for diamond armor. I've been wanting to get diamond armor this way just because I thought it'd be kind of fun instead of just doing the normal way of going and mining for diamonds and then enchanting it. So let's get our first set of diamond armor. We'll buy some pants, we'll buy some boots, and we're actually going to have to buy extra pairs
just to level him up. Alright, hopefully he'll level up. And now we can get the helmet and the chest plate. Ooh, this one has thorns on it too. That's kind of nice. Now we have a master trader that can give us full diamond armor. So let's toss that in there. It's time to retire our iron armor and use our diamond armor. We have one more thing to do before we end this video now. So I think you guys know what we're going to do, but this is something I like to do in my Minecraft worlds, is after my first set of iron armor, I like to retire it onto the armor stand. So we've had this one waiting for it, and now we've officially retired the iron armor and got our first set of diamond armor. So hopefully now we won't die to a creeper explosion, and we're just all around a lot safer in the diamond armor. Alright you guys, well that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on my content, and we'll see you guys all in the next episode.